So now we'll go live. And welcome one, and welcome all to
Good evening, everybody.
the episode of Manimal. You got to say it like that every time you say it.
Manimal. You got to say it like that.
That's it.
Yes, another show that not people have probably heard of.
Did you know of it before I mentioned it?
No, but then once I went back and watched some of the episodes and saw the intro, I thought, yes, I remember seeing that on Bravo back in 2002 or 2003. And yeah, it must have had a brief short run on that point. I was like, oh, okay. And then saw some episodes. I was like, okay. And then forgot about it. And then, yeah, you mentioned it the other day. And yes, it's quite extraordinary that something like this existed for so long and not many people know about it. I mean, it's quite an extraordinary beast, so to speak.
Holy, we're going into puns straight away. Hang on, man. Let me get my list together.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is another one from my childhood that I loved, and then watched again recently, and it's the best thing about it is Simon McCorkindale.
I would say, yeah, in terms of the lead actor, you know, a very likable lead, a very good-looking lead, and a lot of charisma. And yeah, I'd say he was a highlight, no doubt about that. Yeah, he had the right star presence, if we can call it that. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yeah. So while I remember, I have had a message from Alan J. Levy.
Okay.
He is still coming on, and he's had some issues with his house, so he's having some maintenance work done, so he can't do it this month.
Okay, fair enough.
But we will get him on, because I was hoping he'd done one of these episodes so I could ask him a question, but he hasn't.
No, he didn't, no. No.
He's done random other programs and films, but yeah, not this one.
This wasn't one of them, no.
Hey, Ian's here. I'm feeling minimalistic. Yes, anyone back in the day, because yes, the United States got it September 30th, 1983, while the United Kingdom had to wait till June 4th, 1984.
Quite a while then, yeah. Interesting.
Because yeah, it's only 8 episodes, so it would have been cancelled way before then. But BBC, I remember watching on the BBC and being absolutely loving it.
Yeah, I don't recall ever seeing this at all at that point in the 80s. As I said, it wasn't until those reruns in 2002. And yeah, it was just one of those anomalies that came and went. And yeah, just maybe wrong place, wrong time. Maybe the idea was too ambitious. I don't know, but we'll get into the reasons, I'm sure.
Yeah, so like Ian says, remember before it aired, the press had a lot of coverage about the amazing special effects we would be witnessing. I had a magazine with lots of photos and put one of them on my bedroom wall. That's nice. That's awesome. Because yeah, we had who is it? Stan Winston.
Yes, I didn't know he was involved in it until I saw the end credits and then went on IMDb and looked at it. And yeah, this would have been an early gig for him and would have been before the first Terminator. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I'm trying to think, what was he famous for before, like Terminator and everything else he became embroiled in?
I can't really think of anything else. No, not before the Terminator. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he was obviously known in the industry before then, but not a big name.
No.
But yes, another TV show created by Glenn A. Larson, or he gets credit for creating it.
Yeah, this was one of those ideas he came up with because, yeah, Knight Rider was his last one for Universal, and then he went off to 20th Century Fox, and then obviously did Fall Guy, and this was like another one that he created. And yeah, as I said, a very ambitious idea and a bit of a hard sell considering the technology for visual effects wasn't really perfected at this point, and must have been a hard pitch to sort of, come up with this idea of this man that can metamorphosize into certain creatures and still keep his tuxedo. I mean...
Yes, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So yes, Manimal, 8 episodes is all we got. So yeah, for every episode, except the pilot, actor William Conrad recites the opening narration that tells of Chase's wealthy present life and his early days in Africa with his missionary father.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't actually see that origin story in the pilot. It was filmed later for the intro of the second episode, wasn't it? Yeah. So there was no sort of origin story. We don't actually see the footage of it in that pilot episode. It's kind of, he's already established as this metamorphosizing creature and yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're coming over a bit crackly.
Okay.
Do I sound all right?
You sound fine. You sound
a bit robotic.
Robotic.
Yeah.
Carry
on. It gets better. So, are you going to be able to recite the opening titles monologue from memory like you did? No.
No, I think because I only been watching these episodes very recently, it doesn't take 20 years worth of trying to remember this word for word. Whereas with Airwolf, with Knight Rider, with Quantum Leap, when you see it multiple times, of course you're going to remember it. But having just seen these very recently, no, I can't remember the intro.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I got it written down. Luckily, Dr. Jonathan Chase, wealthy, young, handsome. Yes, both of us. A man with the brightest of futures, a man with the darkest of pasts. From Africa's deepest recesses to the rarefied peaks of Tibet, heir to his father's legacy and world's darkest mysteries. Jonathan Chase, master of the secrets that divide man from animal, animal from man, Manimal.
Manimal.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's another cinema snob loves it. You're mentioning. But yes, the show centers on the character Jonathan Chase, played by Simon McCorkindale, a shape-shifting man who can turn himself into any animal he chooses. He uses this ability to help the police solve crimes. Yes. So he's got his Vietnam veteran buddy who knows his secret. Then he's got the lovely Melody Anderson as his police liaison, or whatever the hell she's supposed to be doing for him. So what is he? Because he's got his own menagerie at home of animals.
He's like this sort of professor as well, like during the day, and a consultant to the police force. He's got his own sanctuary in his own house. I mean, he seems to have a lot of time to do all these things and solve crimes at the same time. It's
solve crimes in spare time.
Yeah,
and no one is suspicious, and no lawyer ever throws out the case because of you can't prove what he was up to at the point when he was something else.
I suppose had it gone on for more episodes, that would have been addressed eventually. They could have, worked.
I think so. Yeah, it would have definitely been one episode where someone escapes or something to come get him or gets off. After the Incredible Hulk TV show, I felt it was more going to be similar kind of show. Yes. Turned out to be more like Remington Steel, so it's another one to get into.
Maybe the Hulk was a bit of inspiration for this, like having a character that can change to something else and then change back. I mean, maybe that was some of the inspiration for it. I don't know. Yeah. Just trying to think of anything else that might have inspired Larson to come up with this idea. I mean, because I know the video game Altered Beast hadn't come up yet, so maybe that show and
because Werewolf hadn't come out, but that was like the Incredible Hulk where he's wandering around the country looking for a cure or something, isn't it? I think.
But this doesn't really require a cure. This is just something that he's been inherited with, hereditary, and he's now this ability, and that's it. And there's no sort of fighting of the mind between animal and human. There's nothing of inner rage or any conflict. It's kind of, I need to transform into a panther, then just
I
mean, I don't want to criticize, but it's a very sort of basic sort of thing that he does, where he just has to just think it and it just happens. There's no sort of trigger or anything like that. It's kind of like, I have to do this now, so let's do this now. Okay, you're a panther, do your thing, and then right, I'm done. I'm back to human, and that's it.
It does seem to go from animal to human quicker than it does to take him. Because is there the one episode where he's falling from a plane, or did you not get that far?
I didn't get that far because obviously, the episodes were unavailable by the time. I did see the first 4 or 5. It was,
Yeah, they didn't change much after that.
Yeah, I got
it. I think there was 4 main actors in the TV shows, because I think his friend in the pilot is different. The one that plays Tyrone C. Earl.
Yes, his mate was different actor in the pilot, and then Michael D. Roberts came in for the rest of the series. And he's well known for a lot of stuff. He was in the pilot episode of Knight Rider. He was the car thief in the first episode.
Yes, that's where I saw him.
Yeah, and he did a few episodes of Quantum Leap, and he's done multiple TV shows. Like if you find any show from Universal, he's probably going to be there. You go through like he's got a list a mile long. Yeah, but it doesn't explain why the other actor was replaced. There's no info on that.
No, there's no information at all. There's very little information about this
Nothing.
whole TV series.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Because being in Britain was the only thing. There were toys released allegedly, but
Oh, really? Okay.
someone was showing them off on one of the Joe Blow episodes, I think. But whether they were
yes, I did watch that.
legitimate or whether they were just someone made them.
Yeah, well, they never made it over here. I can tell you that. So
No. The only thing that did come out is a TV annual back in 1984. And I can't remember if I had it or not. I can't find it on eBay anymore either. So
yeah,
it must be quite rare. No one's giving it up. But
I miss TV annuals. They used to be quite kind of cool thing.
Yeah. Was it like? I guess it was probably the 90s. I think I got some.
Might have been.
I got like Indiana Jones and some other TV ones, but yeah, I should have kept all the ones I had. Yes, good old Patrick's. Yeah. Hey, Simon passed away much too young. I guess he did, unfortunately. He what was he? 50s.
Yeah, he wasn't that old. Yeah, I think it was around 2010, wasn't it? He passed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was well known for a few shows over here in the UK, but I think at this point in the early 80s, that's when he went to the States to try and get some other work or maybe get some starring roles. And obviously he got this. But yeah, I don't recognise him from anything else. But as soon as I mentioned this show to my mum, like she'd never heard of it, but she remembered who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yes, he is the young, handsome. But the only movie I know him from is, of course, as the governor in Jaws 3, where he saves everyone. But yeah, he was he last seen in Holby City?
As far as I know, yeah, it was one of the sort of BBC shows, guest starring.
The big shows.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Adams is here. Good evening, Scott.
Oh.
Reading Movies is here. I haven't seen the show since I was about 7 years old. I liked it though, but only yeah, that's the same as me. I loved it back then. Transformation scenes. Whoa, he's turning into a panther. But yeah, and as we can see from the background, it's faded pictures, isn't it, of transformations? Because it was Stan Winston. Depending on what the transformation that was needed, they did it separately on a blue screen.
Yes.
So then, whatever he's changing into, they can change the background where he's supposed to be changing.
Yeah. And he was allowed ample time to make sure he can do as much as he could with the Panther transformation, with the Hawk transformation as well. Those were like the two sort of main creatures. And there were a few others, but mainly it was the Panther and the Hawk that were like the main ones that he would transform into the most, from what I saw.
Yeah. Because, hang on. Yeah, I was a big fan of his, and he should have had a much bigger star. Yeah, he had the personality and everything, so I don't know what went wrong.
Yeah.
Staying away from Jaws 3, yes, that's it. The governor. William Conrad did the narration, because I saw him in the IMDb list. I don't remember seeing him in it, and then of course, he's the voice.
Yeah,
the voice.
Yeah, because I did recognise that voice because I'm pretty sure he narrated one of Glenn's other shows that was called The Highwayman. I think that was another one he narrated.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's one
he narrated that intro.
Properly.
Yeah, that's very hard to find as well. Yeah.
Yes, he's in the mouth, getting chewed in the mouth of the shark, but somehow he gets stuck with the grenade. Yeah, he killed Jaws whilst dead inside him. Man could do everything. Yes, there you go. Bravo showed Manimal and Automan. Automan's another one we'll get to at some point because that's another one that only 8 episodes or something.
Something like that. Yeah, only like half a season. Yeah. It's strange how there is this sort of plethora of shows from the 80s that are very fondly remembered that had long runs, but there's this whole other that only lasted for like less than a dozen, and it's just very strange how that sort of thing happened, and it's hard to sort of understand where people's thoughts were when it came to television and network decisions, and why this one worked, why this one didn't work, and budget.
It all depends on what day, what time it is on American. What's on the opposite channel. I think they were trying to compete with Dynasty or something like that.
which is a big problem because that was so huge and so large. I mean, yeah, it's very hard to compete with something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, because
look back on it.
back when it was peak.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes, Melanie Anderson, who's dead and buried. Oh, I forget about dead and buried, but yeah, Flash Gordon, I remember definitely from.
Yeah, I did recognize her from that, and also she had a brief appearance in the A-Team in the pilot episode. She had like one part, she's only in for like one scene, but that's where I'm from. But yeah, Flash Gordon as well. Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, sorry. William Conrad was the original Matt Dillon on Gunsmoke, the radio show. There you go. I remember the TV show Canon, but I don't remember much about it. But yeah, I did used to watch Canon if it was on back in the day. Manimal was on NBC. There you go. Okay. Were they trustworthy?
Yeah.
But yeah, somewhere along the line. I guess it might have been expensive because of the transformations, but
yeah, it's hard to find any information on the actual budget for that and the overall the episodes. Yeah. Without the information, it's just hard to judge what it was costing and where the money was being spent. Yeah, hard to judge.
Yeah, Melanie does usually turn out to be a damsel in distress, of course, and needs to be saved or helped by Simon McCorkindale.
Yeah, got to be rescued by the hunk, of course.
Yes. But he dressed always very nicely. He was always in a tuxedo, a suit, or his silk dressing gown with his initials on.
Because, I've heard reports that apparently he was being considered for James Bond at this point, but obviously that never happened. But because when Roger Moore was in that sort of era where they weren't sure if he was going to carry on, like apparently Simon was one of the few that was being considered from reports, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I can definitely see him being an idea in someone's head.
Easily, yes.
So yeah, ratings killed Manimal, so it couldn't justify its budget exactly. It was probably a big budget back then. Probably nothing now, but
no. I mean, I've known from Knight Rider and Street Hawk that it's been reported that they cost probably close to $1 million an episode, or sort of 900,000 or 800,000, and I'm pretty sure Manimal must have been around that amount as well.
Yeah, I guess because they had no toy line or anything to go into.
No.
To get any money back, but because it didn't even have a physical release, I don't think, until where is it? Somewhere on here. Shout Factory released the complete series on DVD for Region 1 for the first time in November 10th, 2015. So 30... How many years is that? 30 years later.
It's a lot.
You get to watch it incomplete.
Happily, Fabulous Films got their hands on it over here, and from the looks of it, it's still available. So
it's not too bad. I didn't have time to get it for this, but
me neither. But it is still available, and it's still available through Amazon, and you can go on Fabulous Films website. It's still there in one box set, rated PG, and I think they're all the episodes are in there. I don't think there's any episodes that are cut or any music issues, as far as I know. But it's still available. It's still easily to buy on disc.
Yeah.
Which is
nice. Fond memories. It still holds up to your memories. It's just it's not serious in the slightest, and it knows it.
Yeah.
But I will get to imagine how expensive it would be if you changed into different animals every episode. It would have bankrupt them. Yeah, I think that's what they were very wise that they only had special occasions that they needed a different animal, and they never saw the transformation.
No, I think there was one where he changed into a parrot, and that wasn't shown. And I think when he changed into the cat, that wasn't shown either. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Mike's here. Evening.
Hey, Mike.
Battlestar Galactica 78 was the first show to cost $1 million an episode, which got it shelved. There was a lot of money on screen in that one.
There is, yes, and considering the time that was made, yes, would have been expensive. For what it was.
Trying to compete with Star Wars. I don't remember anything about this show. You were far too young. This was 1984, summer of '84. You got to watch this on BBC. But I don't think it probably was never shown again on BBC. And like you said, Bravo would have picked it up for a run. But if you at
least they might have shown all 8 episodes, maybe more than once. I would say they would have kept it going for at least a few months. They did that with Blue Thunder. They did it with Automan. even though it was only 8 to 10 episodes for all these shows, they just kept on running them pretty much every week. Yeah.
Oh, he's 47. You're too busy stealing shit, probably. But the character and the actor were resurrected in a crossover with a TV show called Nightman in 1997. I still yet to watch this. I need to watch this TV show.
Yeah, I heard about this through the Joe Blow series, Gone But Not Forgotten. They mentioned this, and yeah, I had no idea what Nightman is. And
no,
considering it was Glenn Larson, you thought, well, I've got this character that didn't quite get a good run, so you can just stick him in here. So yeah, an interesting revelation.
But then they went with CGI sequence for his transformation, apparently. But I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know if it's any good. And
I haven't seen enough footage of it. And by this stage, he had a daughter as well that acquired the same form of powers and abilities. And apparently, she was going to be the ongoing recipient of that. But this is one of those shows that maybe could work as a reboot now because it wasn't as successful and it didn't really have a good run. And it, could this work now, maybe, or not?
I don't think people would get the. It would have to. Yeah, they'd probably make it serious.
Yeah,
which would kill it.
Yes. I mean, in terms of the visual effects and the special effects, obviously they can make it much better now. But in terms of the core audience, I don't think today's generation will be interested in a man that can metamorphosize into creature. I just don't think it's
no.
Yeah. Even with this whole superhero craze, maybe that just can't fit in that idea. I don't know.
Yeah, because I guess he's too low level to be anything fantastic enough. Because he's a local hero.
Mm-hmm.
But because Nightman brought him in, and then he has a daughter, and then they were hoping there'd be a spin-off show where the daughter takes over as the Manimal character, helping people and solving crimes in their spare time. But it wasn't popular enough.
No. Sadly not. And that was the first time I've heard of Nightman. I mean, I don't know what that is. I mean,
exactly. I think when I heard about it, it's a man, something happens to him and he can't sleep or something. I don't know. I can't remember. So it's just like Don the Night Owl. He doesn't sleep, so he stays up all night.
Yeah.
But you and I just watch telly all night. He goes out and solves crimes. So
that's it.
Yeah, shows got a very quick hook back then. Yeah, because streaming stuff now, they'll put out a whole series, then wait years to decide if they're going to do anything with a second or third.
Yes.
But it was like, many TV shows didn't get past the pilot stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then were forgotten about. But yeah, a lot of stuff was cancelled because usually with the American shows, it's 22, 24 episodes, but they knew by...
Yeah, that was the norm back then, yes. Yeah.
They knew by the 8 episodes, same as Automan and all the others. Some luckily got 12, I think, but yeah. Any thoughts on covering any kid shows? Yeah, well, I am going to be doing Saturday morning cartoons soon, so
excellent.
But we can go on to Rainbow and
well,
Rosie and Jim if you want to, Mike.
Oh, that was after my time. That was.
Oh right, okay.
I mean, if you want to go with 80s kid shows, I mean, I've got the complete Transformers on DVD. I've got some GoBots VHS as well, and I've got
some low-budget Transformers.
Well, technically, GoBots came first before Transformers. Yeah.
No controversial opinions on my show. Talking pictures, TV should show all of these 80s shows. The trouble is, they'd show them cut. Even the lightweight ones for the modern audience and stuff like. ITV have got the Bond films now, but they're editing them and dubbing them so they're more acceptable.
Well, I haven't noticed that, to be honest. I've heard about that, but I haven't seen it with my own eyeballs, so I don't know if that's true or not. Yeah,
it'd be. I don't think it's going to be much of a draw that the ITV really, when everyone's got the box sets and everything. That's a good point.
Yes.
Woman.
One animal.
Yeah, but then that's being gender specific, so that wouldn't fly either. Music. Yes, so it was was it Paul Sciarra on the pilot, but Alan Silvestri did the music for the rest of the series.
Yes,
which was a big surprise to me. So you had Stan Winston, Alan Silvestri, a lot of talent. making this.
Yeah, was it Stu Phillips that actually did the theme and that was it? He didn't do
Stu
any.
Phillips, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if it was used or was it unused in the pilot. I can't remember now what it said. I think it was in because didn't he do Buck Rogers?
Yes, him and Glenn worked very closely on stuff. Yeah, anything that Glenn did, he normally kept Stu as his composer for a lot of the stuff he did. So yeah, they worked well together. Yeah.
Imagine how interesting it would have been if it was like the Equalizer, but with the private sector being able to change into animals and pursue and kill the baddies.
Now that's a good idea. If an updated version like that, they'd probably work with. I think if they took it in a much darker direction, where he was literally going out and taking out these baddies and being a vigilante, you've got like a killer panther going around.
Yeah, panther biting people's heads off.
Yeah, I suppose if you go the 18 rated version, I mean that could work. I mean, might be a bit extreme, but that does sound more appealing than trying to make it for a family audience. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Stu Phillips is still working.
He is
doing quite well. Also, what's he doing? The White Tiger recently. X-Men Apocalypse. Oh, theme from Knight Rider was in it.
Yes. Yes.
No contacts, but yeah. But yeah, an R-rated Manimal slaughtering the punks and drug dealers.
Why not?
I think there was rumored to be a comedy remake back when they were doing Starsky and Archdukes of Hazzard and stuff, but with Will Ferrell as Dr. Chase.
Yes, I did. I did read that, but I don't remember hearing anything of that at the time. I don't remember hearing it or seeing it in any magazines or any internet articles or nothing. No, that's news to me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They've been talking about the $6 Million Man with what's his face, Wahlberg, for years, for at least 10 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of remakes and reboots from this era, and there's a lot of them that probably aren't going to happen now. I think they probably saw how the 18 went, even though I like the 18 movie. I think the audience and I think the box office takings for it wasn't very good, and I think maybe these shows have now gotten even older, and is it really worth bringing them back now? Now it's 40 years rather than 20 years. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So I can't see it happening, no.
Unfortunately, it'd be because they could do it quite easily as a TV movie, like they used to back in the day, and
easy
because they did the reunion movies and everything with Dukes of Hazzard and stuff.
Yes,
to make for pennies. But unfortunately, Simon's gone, but his daughter, I guess, character is still with us. He could turn into an alligator and eat them. There you go. That's a
yeah. Oh yeah, like being an alligator in the sewers under Los Angeles. Yeah.
Yes.
Take my money.
A giant turtle. A fun fact about Larson Stu Phillips is that they wrote the lyrics for all their themes, including Battlestar Galactica, is that? And Knight Rider. Dun, 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 dun. Love to hear that.
Oh yes.
Savoy's here. Yeah, such a fun. Generally love everything about it. It's hard not to love it and enjoy it.
Yeah, I do. Seeing the episodes recently, I did appreciate the charm of it. Yeah, and I can sort of put myself back into 1983 and go, yeah, I think I could have liked this. If I was a bit older and saw it, I probably would have been on board with it. Yeah.
Because it was the transformations back in the day, I remember, but now there are a lot of them. It does repeat it at least twice an episode, the same scene, and it's obvious now, but I didn't notice back in the day.
Yeah, because it was usually, I think, 2 transformations per episode. I think that's what they would normally do. And I think that was the same with the Incredible Hulk. It was at least 2 Hulk outs per episode. You have to have at least 2 every time.
Yeah, usually a mild one and then one to save the day with the Hulk, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah.
So yeah, I remember them talking about a comedy version. There you go. It would, I guess, it would be easy to take the piss, but yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah, the only time we've treated to lyrics on the Larson track was the Buck Rogers movie. Yeah, that's it's a pretty good song, that one. But yeah, I thought I had the 7-inch, but I don't.
No.
But let's have a look. We're right. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. I can't count now. 4, 8 animals he turned into.
Yeah.
Can you name them?
Right, so obviously the panther. Yes. The hawk.
Yeah.
Parrot.
Actually, it's 7.
A cat. Yeah, 1 cat as well. It was insinuated that he might have turned into an elephant, but he actually didn't.
Yeah, they made a joke about that.
Yes. And the others, I mean, they must have been the episodes that I didn't see. But
Yeah.
let me guess. What else?
Oh, go on.
A bunny rabbit.
Nope.
Okay. A pig.
Nope. They're not really crime-solving things.
Okay, let me think. Oh, let's see. Crime-solving animals. Where can this go? A coyote?
No, not even close.
Just tell me.
All right. Well, the ones that are listed here are the other ones are horse, dolphin, bear, bull, and snake.
Right. Of course, the snake in the yes.
It's a puppet. Oh, dear. Otherwise, the lyrics, I think, are in the grave with Larson. Oh, dear. Almost saw Simon at a convention, but I didn't go for some reason. I've always regretted it. Yeah, there's loads of conventions I've regretted not going to because he was there. And I can't be bothered. Oh, it's expensive, but yeah. He turned into a cheetah. No, the cow was the famous one.
Okay.
I don't remember the cow one. It's not on my list. Oh, he was a cheetah, not. Pink Panther. Oh, that would have been a good crossover. Milkin Mouse. Joke. Should have been Oscar, Capiera, Sloth, Hippo, and a goat. Well, yeah. Oh, I'd love to have seen a hippo in it. Trying to.
Yeah, I did notice. Yeah, I did notice when he was a cat, and obviously that was the episode with Ursula Andress, the Bond girl. And there's this one point where the cat sort of goes into the chest, and it's just kind of like, now was the cat just doing that to get affection, or is this Simon himself going, "Oh yes, some boob"? I'm thinking I'm gonna have a sniff.
That's yes, this was American, but he is British, and the actor is British. Because even the pilot, it doesn't say anything about his powers or where he got them. It's just his dad and him were in Africa when he was a child, and then
it's not very clear. Not very clear.
It isn't.
I mean, maybe that's one of the reasons why it didn't succeed, because maybe the pilot wasn't clear enough and it didn't sort of introduce enough of the backstory.
Yeah, I guess you tune in and he's going, it turns into an animal. And
also, it does suffer the same as the Street Hawk pilot. Like, it's not very long. It's only like 72 minutes or something. It's not very long.
It's not a full one.
Yeah. Had it been a good 90 minutes or 85 minutes, I think they could have at least fleshed out a bit more.
I think there should have been a prologue about his life before. And
exactly,
I guess they were a rich family to start with.
And
then that's how he funds himself, as it were. He should have turned into a great white. Just turns into a great white and fights the shark.
There you go.
Only had 13 episodes, not enough to establish his background.
Yeah.
That's just true. So there were a number of famous names in the episodes.
Yes.
Did you Doug McClure, of course.
Yeah, you may remember him from.
George Cheung.
Yes. Yep.
Who was he's in the Starsky and Hutch reboot film, and he's the general in Rambo First Blood Part 2 that gets taken out with the exploding arrow.
That's it, yeah. And he was a bad guy in Airwolf. He was playing some Vietnam colonel.
He's a stuntman and actor.
Yeah, if you ever needed some Asian-looking guy, you get George, always.
I have been in touch with him, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah, the actor who played the lieutenant, he was in Cobra.
Who's he? Rennie Santoni?
Santoni, yeah, he was in Cobra, wasn't he?
That's right. Thank you. I wanted to look him up. What the fuck is he? Because he's barely in the series. He's just there to shout and say, "Why haven't you solved this case? Go and solve this case," basically.
Yes.
And then, well done. The case is wrapped up.
Yeah.
That's about his level.
Yeah. Yeah. Christopher Stone was another one. He was the magician.
Yeah.
Yeah. Robert Englund as a thug.
Yep. That was a shock.
Yes. Just going through the list.
Yeah, this was a year before Elm Street.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, just before that. Yeah.
And after V? because he was quite a big part in Beast. I don't know. I guess. Token bad guy from the 80s, Richard Lynch, of course, was.
Of course, our good friend Richard Lynch.
Yeah, I don't think we've done an episode without him yet.
Yeah. As just mentioned earlier, Ursula Andress. Yep, she was.
Yep.
One episode. Yep.
David Hess.
Who? Sorry.
David Hess.
David Hess. Yes. I've one.
That's a weird one.
Ed Lauter.
Ed Lauter. Yeah.
Always counts.
He's another TV guy.
Yes.
Tracy Scoggins turns up. Terry Kaiser, Bernie himself.
Yeah. Who else? Anne Ramsey from the Goonies.
Yes.
Yes.
Who was it? I got one more. James Hong, of course. Another guy.
Yeah, of course, yes. Yeah. Michael Gregory was in one. Yeah.
Yep.
Just come through. There not that many, so it's not as big.
Yeah, it's not bad for 8 episodes, but I guess they were before they were apart from I guess Doug McClure and Ursula Andress were known for other stuff.
Yes. I think there's another Asian guy. He's stunt coordinator. He's been in everything. Jeff Amada.
Oh yes, he's in everything as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's it. There's no other names I recognise.
Yeah, that was the only ones I had.
Yeah, because again with IMDb, like you see names and you see character names, but if there's no profile picture, it's hard to sort of identify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patrick says Humanoids from the Deep. Doug was in that. Yeah, I saw that the other night. Doug. Yeah, Elm Street was 84. Yeah, but this was made in America in 83, but we didn't get it till 84 in the UK.
Yes. Yeah.
In fact, Elm Street might have come out before this.
Might have done, yeah.
Yes, can't get over. Yeah, I was watching Casualty or saw a trailer for Casualty turned up. I thought, oh, it's Manimal. But yeah, that's what I saw in the last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Mr. Richard Lynch was Mr. 80s bad guy. That's him.
Of course.
He was in Invasion USA, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
That's him. Yeah. I always confuse him with which roles Klaus Kinski did. Both play nutters. But yeah, so let's have a look. I got the episode list. So the pilot says it's a 90-minute pilot, but it's obviously lying.
It's not.
Yeah, because it gets quite technical. When a group of thieves devise a plan to hijack a shipment of nerve gas, Detective Brooke Mackenzie must stop them. She teams up with Dr. Jonathan Chase, of course she does, a man that knows the secrets that divide man and animal. That sounds a bit naughty now. Who is trained in the African technique that allows him to transform into different animals.
Yes.
With Ursula Andress and Ed Lauter, Lloyd Boschner, Terry Kaiser, and Lara Parker as Drew's date.
That's it. But yeah, they're definitely lying on that runtime. It's not 90 minutes. It's not.
I don't know. Maybe with adverts. A lot of adverts.
Yeah.
And you go. I remember Doug McClure as the neighbor in Out of This World about an alien girl. Rings a bell.
Never heard of that. No, I don't remember him from that.
I'm trying to think. What's that 80s TV show where they had a robot girl? Yeah, exactly.
No idea.
Yeah, it's if you watch it now, it's creepy as fuck. But I loved it back in the day. It's got this robot 10-year-old in the house. the things she's seen. About 10 years ago, Sainsbury's had DVDs of Manimal, Automan, Street Hawk, Night Rider, Airwolf. It was the coolest thing ever. Yeah. So that's sad for many reasons now. But yeah, you don't get physical media in Sainsbury's anymore.
Nope. The supermarkets are done with that. So,
yeah. Oh, there you go. Small Wonder. Thank you. Yes, I thought Mike would know that one. But yeah, watch the opening titles for that one on YouTube. Give you nightmares. Oh, it's got the first season of Automan. Yeah, that's cool. I should start collecting these, but they're quite valuable to collectibles.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for most of these short shows, I mean, they are available. I mean, Automan's also from Fabulous Films, so you can easily get that one as well. I think because they're not as well known, that's why they're still available, because the mainstream public aren't after them. So that's why they're still out there. They haven't completely sold out. They're not out of print. Yeah, they're struggling to get rid of them. Sounds of it.
Yeah, probably. So don't think there were any extras on the DVD.
I've no idea. I haven't checked that far.
No.
that
I
it is
didn't
available.
see anything on the
No.
cover. Manimal. Yeah, so it's £16 on for some rounds, £16 or £23,
Yeah.
depending where you get it from. The complete series isn't hard. 6 hours 48 minutes, but then it doesn't say. DVD contents, all episodes, a documentary Man to Animal, an interview with Glenn Larson, and cast biographies, the usual tech stuff, episode guide booklet, action stills, publicity stills. But yeah.
Okay.
But not bad. Automan's £22, Blue Thunder £15. So yeah, could get not too expensive for a collection.
No, not too bad. Pretty affordable. Yeah.
Should cover different strokes. Elderly white man.
I do remember different strokes, but I haven't seen it since it was on. I haven't seen it repeated anywhere.
I don't think I have. I used to watch it loads. I fancy the girl in it, his daughter, who's should the same age as what his granddaughter should be. Yeah. So what does he do? He adopts 2 orphan black children from the hood, and hilarity ensues.
Okay.
But yeah, it went on for a long time, that show.
It did, yeah. Yep.
It was pretty good. I can't tell if he's being sarcastic or not on that one. So you go. Someone else I know owns the Airwolf series. There's only three series, isn't there?
There's a 4th, but it's not the 4th series.
It's a 4th, but it's a copy of 1 to 3 in places.
It helped the show get syndication, so it served its purpose. Yeah. Just see it as Airwolf in an alternate universe. There you go.
Yeah, because well, we got into that one.
We did, yes.
Last year. Remember, Ewan McGregor fell off his motorbike on one of his shows and looked at his hand and he said, "Oh, it looks like Manimal." He knows. I'm starting to see a lot of older TV series at his library. Yeah, Patrick picks up a lot of stuff from the library. I don't know how to do that sort of thing, do they?
Our local one doesn't, no.
No, they don't give anything away or sell anything. But yeah, he's been picking up a lot of series recently. The Bicycle Man, that's him. The fourth seasons, but the 4th is never spoken about. Yeah, if you've seen 1 to 3, you've seen half of season 4 already. But we do love it. Yeah, that's when it went up to too far north to film that one, didn't they?
Like I said, it was just purely made to get syndication and just to make sure that there was enough episodes made so that it can get syndication. And yeah, that's really the only purpose it existed. But to be fair to it, it did bring Airwolf back to the Cold War espionage stories that it was made famous for originally, because 2 and 3 decided to make it all domestic and do custody battles and stars and all that weird stuff. But at least the 4th series brought it back to where the show should be. Yeah. So I'll give it that.
Yeah. Can't complain for that.
No.
Sorry. The Bicycle Man. Is it a dodgy one? Is it? A Bicycle Man episode with different strokes? Everyone's going to go check that out now. I'd be very offended.
Yeah.
They should have done an Avengers Assemble team up with Manimal, Automan, Street Hawk, Fall Guy, Knight Rider, and the rest. I was thinking maybe an AI software could do that.
Oh man,
make it a Saturday morning cartoon type thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was never going to happen, but my God, your childhood mind just thinks, wow, that would have been so cool if they all teamed up. That would have been brilliant. Would have been the stuff of dreams. Yeah. Never going to happen.
No. Well, like I said, it could be AI generated or technology may advance so much they can bring them all back if they could get the rights and stuff. Because a lot of those shows are different networks, aren't they?
Yes, that was probably the trickiest part. Some Universal, some are Fox, NBC, CBS, ABC, all different networks. It would have been,
a legal nightmare. I think the only way it would work if Spielberg did it. Probably he brought Disney and Warner cartoons together, and he did all the Ready Player One.
Yes, he did. Yeah, that's probably the only way.
Yeah, someone with that clout. I started watching Airwolf again more recently, and it's so good. Probably better than Knight Rider. Controversial. There are a lot of slow episodes in Knight Rider. I found out while rewatching that.
Yeah, but, there's a lot of sort of run of the mill that are kind of just filler. You can easily skip them and it won't
Oh
make
yeah,
any difference.
yeah.
But
There's always a biker gang episode taking over a town.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, I thought Mike would remember that. The bicycle man tried to diddle the older brother. See, diddle. Keep it clean, thank you. Which 80s TV theme? Hello, Andy. Was your favorite? Ooh, themes.
Oh God,
That's
that's
a
some
tricky
one.
one.
That's
Yeah,
very
they're all good.
to try and even do a top 20 is probably even hard. But because this was when theme tunes were really in, and your show really did do well if you had a good intro. And even with Manimal, I mean, the intro is very appealing. I like it. It's very in your face, and it gets you in the mood for what you're about to see. And that's something that TV shows don't do now.
Yeah.
But in terms of our
Just
favorite,
they don't
like,
bother.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Knight Rider's a good one. Airwolf's a good one. Equalizer's a good one. Miami Vice is a good one. Street Hawk's a good one. Incredible Hulk's a good one. I mean, they're all flipping good. I mean, you can't pick one. There's some real
Yes.
there's some real corkers in. Yeah. I can't pick one. Not just one. In terms of the theme.
If I had to throw a dart at one, it'd probably be Knight Rider, maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, you got Airwolf.
Yeah.
Buck Rogers and
yeah.
No, too many.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to pick a favorite when it's probably be easier now because they don't really bother with them.
No, they don't. No.
Or make them memorable.
Not at all, no.
Larson could have played a Doctor Strange character breaking the multiverse. If there was money in it, he would have done it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, but no TV exec was going to touch it, I guess. He probably had the idea, but...
Yeah, because the budgets alone would...
Yeah,
Because all these shows were on at different points of the 80s, so there's no point where they were all massive hits.
No.
So they wouldn't just be able to corral them together at one point.
Yeah, because some would have just been starting, others would have just been cancelled, others haven't been conceived yet, and there wasn't any point in the whole decade when they were all still on together, and then you could have maybe done it, but they were all coming and going so quickly during that short period.
Yeah.
So...
Patrick got to chat to Rebecca Holden a couple of years back. Nice.
Oh, nice one. Yeah.
Lovely lady.
Mm-hmm.
Manimal's intro was so much fun. Yeah. It wasn't too long. Well, it sort of had two intros, didn't it? Because it had the usual, this is coming up in the episode.
Yes.
And all the action scenes. Then the intro.
Yeah.
then the monologue. 3 minutes. Yeah. Then the it was that's the intro. You think you're done, and it's got the monologue of who he is and what he does.
That's
just in case.
Yeah, in case you missed it last week, here's what he is.
But I guess because you didn't need to watch last week's, which is what's missing these days, isn't it? They say.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Standalone episodes. You don't need to watch anything else ever again to know what. So self-contained stories.
Yes.
Oh, A-Team, of course. Fuck. There's too many. They're all. What's the name of the guy? Mike Post.
Yes.
Yeah. Bless him.
Great.
I don't know if it was like actually, if it was like easy for him to do. Yeah, that'll do. Next one. Or if he took months of them sleepless nights.
Yeah, it's hard to understand where they get the inspiration for some of this music because, again, there's little to no interviews with these guys, and you think, how did you come up with this one? I mean, I know Stu Phillips came up with Knight Rider when he heard some classical music and he sort of came up with something, but in terms of other stuff, I don't know.
Because I did contact him at some point. Hang on, the schedule didn't allow it. Hang on.
Okay.
But yeah, maybe I'll try again because that was last year.
Yeah.
In fact, it was this time last year.
Okay.
See, Andy's based his whole life on the Equalizer. Well, who wouldn't? I'm guessing that's helping people out, which is always good.
Always.
Or is it just talking very loudly to street punks until they run away?
That's the British way to do things. Okay.
You go to bed. Hang on, we got an infiltrator.
Okay.
Are you sleeping? All right. Good night. Ernie not Ernie Hudson. Ernie Anderson did the voiceovers for the upcoming ABC shows back in the late 70s.
Yeah, okay.
Hang on.
Sure thing.
I'll beat him later. Did I say that out loud? The 5 Mon TV shows that have intros nearly as always are fun and a good sign to me.
Definitely.
I'm trying to think of one. Because usually they don't even bother these days, do they?
Not really. I mean,
card.
Yeah, in terms of like modern shows, I mean, if you want to like think of a good show like The Boys, for example, it doesn't even have a theme. There is literally no theme for that show. Yeah, it just shows up the title card, then you're into the episode, but there's no actual main theme and no main theme for the team or anything like that. It's literally just the episode and that's it. There's literally no theme music for it. And that's disappointing because you need a theme. You always need a theme. Yes.
Well, yeah, it gets out there because look at the Game of Thrones. When that first started, how many variations of the theme were people playing or doing their own intros and going crazy with that? But yeah,
I mean, some shows like still have some sort of theme music, and it's usually like 15 to 30 seconds for an intro just to show credits, Dom, episode. That's it. You know, it's got to be as quickly
I
as
wouldn't
possible.
remember. I wouldn't be able to recognize a show now. Probably
no. I mean, the only sort of modern show that had like a good theme was probably NCIS because there was at least an intro for that for as long as I've been seeing it for at least 20 to 25 seconds. You've got a theme, you know what it is, right? Episode, but now it's not even that. Yeah,
a few people turn into camera with their name on.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Gary Seven played Control in The Equalizer. Yeah, he was good. He was.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Couldn't tell if he was on his side or not most of the time. Hey, Dr. Impossible's there. Do you remember a Universal TV show called Whiz Kids with Andre Elson? I'm pretty sure ITV showed it back in the day. Quite a nifty show. No, I don't. There's a short answer. Whiz Kids. I remember is it Paul Daniels' Whiz Bit, but that was different.
Whiz Kids? No.
Hang on. It definitely looks.
No, don't recognise that.
Does not ring a bell. 83 to 84. Yeah, I don't mess. The adventures of a group of young kids who are amateur computer experts and detectives. So yeah, I have to look that up. Who's in it? Don't recognize. Yeah, Andrea Elson's the only one that's mentioned. Anyone I can say I know. Oh, Dan O'Harry isn't in it.
Okay.
If you know who he is. He is. Where is he?
Yeah, you go.
But yeah, hang on, I'll check that one out. Wearing leather gloves and using your car headlights as backlighting. I got to get my Jag out of the garage. UFO had a badass theme. See, I saw UFO back in the day, but I haven't seen it since. So I remember very little about it.
No, I know of it, but I can't say I've seen anything of it. No, but I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah, Stranger Things has a bit of an intro. Yeah, that's another one that's got famous intro, and then people parodied it, copied it, advertised it as stuff, and it's ingrained in people's brains now.
Okay.
But yeah.
Good to hear.
Whiz Kids was amazing. Great computer-based show. Yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Okay.
There's the monkey, the best retro show ever. The monkey likes the Manimal. There were apes in the TV show. But he never turned into one, did he?
Not from what I saw, no. I mean, think that would be a logical one, being sort of a humanoid of some sort. You think an ape or a chimp would have been a good one, but
yeah,
no, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I suppose being a chimp, I mean, they're hard to train, aren't they? You know, can they do exactly what they need to do? Yeah.
Yeah, end up biting someone's face off. Dark Room was a Universal series that struck a chord with me. James Coburn's narration and an enjoyable anthology series. Another one I don't know. But I'm guessing Whiz Kids is probably the same as the character in Riptide, where the nerd can do everything. He's got his own robot. He's got somehow access to the internet 30 years before it was invented. And But yeah, was the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not in a dark room. Oh,
Yeah.
this has got pictures of dark rooms. Dark room TV shows. Your host, James Coburn. Nice. To look that one up. Thank you, Dr. Impossible. Oh, this monkey won't bite your faces off, he promises. All right, I got you on. That's all legal now.
Yeah.
Chimpanzees are terrifying. But yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Nope.
Yeah, they can be quite aggressive. If they get stuck in confined spaces, they can be pretty nasty. If they panic, then yeah they can be. Yeah.
Yeah. Because what are they? I kind of think several films have tried using them for monsters and stuff like that. But yeah, like you said, they don't like stuff stuck to them, and they don't. They started freaking out.
Yes. Very true.
Apart from the throwing their poop problem.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was another one. Battlestar Galactica had the monkey inside the dog thing, isn't it? Daggett.
Yeah, the character was called Muffet, I think it was called. Yeah.
Muffet.
Yes.
Or is there several? Because yeah, he was it a dog in the pilot episode that gets blown up and they remake it into something god awful.
Yeah.
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah, very weird contraption one, yes.
Yeah. Remember your dog? It was fluffy and cuddly.
Yeah.
Never trust a monkey fully after Monkey Shines and Indiana Jones. Yes, bad dates.
Cheated a monkey bit.
And they got the monkey and creepers that's got a razor blade. What are the old style razors? Oh yeah, so this monkey's not claustrophobic. There we go.
There you go.
All right, so what did we get to? Episode 2, Illusion.
Yes.
So, yeah, October 14th. So yeah, a good 2 weeks between pilot and second episode. A Bulgarian ambassador hides his immunity status. Hides behind his immunity status to smuggle illegal goods into the country. That's the Richard Lynch. As Zoltan Gregory, David Hess. Those two together, bloody hell, was a hell of an episode, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. And they did a good job with putting all the illusion stuff like on camera, in terms of like sawing the woman in half. I'm guessing there must have been a illusionist that was behind the scenes doing making it look as authentic as it could, making it look like a real illusion show.
Because there is some trivia. Part of the scene on the taxi cab was later reused in Automan, which is another Glenn A. Larson film, and they were both filmed around the same time.
Yeah, they would have been. Yeah, and if it was the same network, they can use as much stock footage as possible. Yeah,
you wouldn't know it back then.
No, you wouldn't.
I never would anyway. Then you got episode 3, Night of the Scorpion. While being interrogated by Russian agents about the location of a list, a man dies from the truth serum drug. A note and 20 million are left to his daughter, Jonathan. And time must. My text reading is here terrible. While trying to locate the list before the Russians do.
That's it. Yeah.
But yeah, guest stars Doug McClure. As a bad guy. Spoilers. Oh, David Hess got wiped out in Airwolf, did he? See, I can't remember what he looks like because I only remember from the naughty things he does in films. The other 80s show I used to watch was Probe. Universal made one series, and it was a quality sci-fi show with some heavy TV directors at the helm.
Oh.
Don't know that one either.
Nope.
Embarrassing us. So-called experts. Well, actually, Ben said he was the expert. I don't know.
Well, I think for one of the few times, I'm not an expert on this one because this was literally a first time.
1988.
This was like a first time watch for nearly 20 years of trying to see this.
Has Parker Stevenson in it?
Okay.
So before Baywatch.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. Don't know one. Eamon Holmes said he used to watch Manimal, which I never expected to hear or type. Is Monkey Shines any good? I'm trying to think. Is that the Living Dead guy? Not the Living Dead guy. Not George A. Romero one. Or is that? There's two films. I'm always confused, but I don't think I've seen Monkey Shines in a very long time.
Okay.
Oh, he gets killed in the pilot episode. There you go. Deserved it. The stuff he does.
Yeah.
Part of each episode was used in each episode.
Yes.
Yes. Patrick McNee, bless him, did the narration for Battlestar Galactica. Now, was he ever in it? Because who was the... I always thought it was the guy that was in the chair for the Cylons, the bad guy, but...
I don't recall Patrick showing up. I mean,
no.
I haven't seen every episode, but I don't remember seeing his face. No.
You see, Mike's like me. I always confuse Monkey Shines for Pin for some reason. Same here. I thought they got everything's different about them, but because it's a monkey on the bloody cover, or Link is the other one I miss. I always confuse all the monkey films. Here we go. So I'm never sure why the TV movie of Airwolf is an 18 certificate in the UK. Well, Ben, you're the expert. What did we say about that one?
Well, we did explain it when we did Airwolf, but
yep.
I think it was language that was dubbed in, so there was more curse words and more F-bombs, and it was injury detail that was described. I mean, it's not really shown, but it was described what happened to a few women who were undercover and they get attacked by Mr. David Hemmings. So it was described, said what he did to them, but you never actually saw it. So even if the injury detail is described, that's sometimes enough to make it an 18, but it's a very soft 18, I'd say.
Yeah, I could dub something and then be very easily get back to a PG.
Yeah.
Terrible shame about Jan Michael Vincent from Airwolf. He had lots of drug and alcohol problem that ruined his career. Yeah, he ended up doing with the softcore thrillers of the 90s mostly, didn't he?
Yeah, there's an actor that deserved a better career and, should have worked with Tarantino, should have worked with Michael Mann, could have worked with so many good guys in the 90s had he stayed straight. Absolutely. Yeah.
He was, but John that guy took his role. Actually, George A. Romero, guy in a wheelchair with a murderous monkey. Yeah, that's the one I got upstairs. Monkey Shines. Okay. Fuck's sake. So-called thespian Ricky is here. And the sheep can't get a restraining order because I own them, so they got nothing they can do. Savage, yes. Manimal, it was top quality. It was quality, though, yes. I've certainly shown the budget was on screen for that one.
Oh, yes, yeah. I wouldn't say, looking back at it, they didn't sort of just phone this in. They at least tried to make this as authentic as
everyone was giving it all, I don't think.
Yeah.
Didn't get the usual A-team where no one liked each other.
From what I've seen and read, I don't think anything was poor on set or in terms of, anyone did a bad job. I think they all did the best they could.
Yeah, and I think anyone said was always nice about each other, especially Simon.
Yeah.
So he got to work all week filming the episode and then the weekend doing the transformations or whatever needed doing.
Yes. Yep. Would have taken time.
What was that? It's nice. Scorpion, episode 4, Female of the Species.
Yeah.
October 28th, 1983. After a girl is found living with wolves in the forest of India, she is a topic of discussion at a local university where she is being held. When an attempt is made on her life, Jonathan takes into care protections. Yeah, because he can just do that. Yeah. Her identity must be found in order to discover who it is that's trying to kill her. With guest stars Michael Maguire.
That's it.
So it's an almost identical storyline to a 1986 episode of The Wizard, which another one I don't know, called Endangered Species, as well as a 1994 episode of Thunder in Paradise. I gotta watch that one now. All 3 episodes were written by Michael Burke and Doug Schwartz.
Oh, jeez. Thunder in Paradise. He'll be back. I know he's back.
Well, it's Saturday night. I'm watching Gareth. Oh yeah. Well, he's not Netflixing and chilling tonight. So all right then. When are we covering the new Avengers? No, well that's 70s. You see, we've got about 1,000 episodes of 80s shows. We get to the 70s, but yes, we'll have some Gareth Hunt. You can talk. You're here as well, Ricky. But yeah, was it Pugwell did an watch party of that Gareth Hunt spy spoof, James Bond spoof, Agents of Sex or whatever it is called. Gareth Hunt playing Charles Bind It's in a bonds, but it's free on YouTube. The whole film.
Okay.
If you got 5 minutes to watch it to get through it and think, oh, okay. All right. High Stakes, episode 5
Yep.
from November 1983. When a horse trainer recognizes her stolen horse in a race, Jonathan helps to try to recover it. That's all it says about it. The guest star is David Shiner. Shiner. That's about it. That's one where Jonathan turns into a horse without any changing.
Yeah, because like I said, like even though there were other animals he changed into, you didn't see all of the metamorphoses on screen because reasons, budget, I guess, time. Yeah. And I don't know how you would do a metaphor from human to horse. I don't know how that would have been done.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah, because at least with the panther, you've got the fur and you've got the claws and you've got the teeth, and with the hawk, you've got the feathers and the beak and all that. But with a horse, it's kind of,
Where'd you start?
Yeah.
It's the horse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because how he changes size and everything, and I forgot about the clothes. Yeah, so he's in his best suit. He changes into a hawk, flies away across town, lands somewhere, and then instantly changes back fully clothed in exactly the same suit. That rips off when he changes.
Yes. The suspension of disbelief. I mean,
that's it. Yeah, never crossed my mind as a child.
Of course not. You're not meant to think about this when you're 4. I mean, come on.
4. I was 11. Yes, at the time, the special effects from Manimal did seem amazing for the TV show, especially in the UK where we had shows like Johnny Briggs and Fresh Fields. Yes. Johnny Briggs. I hate that show. Always fucking watched it because we only had 4 channels.
Yes, we had more to watch back then, yes. Fresh Fields.
And only 2 of them were shown kids' films, TV shows. Yeah. The red XGS from the New Avengers is the only thing I remember from it. I used to have a TR7, which was in the New Avengers. That what's the woman? Joanna Lumley.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh, Mike's a Fresh Fields fan. Yeah, I used to watch it. I can't say I didn't. When are we covering the Antiques Roadshow? Oh, that's a lot of episodes to catch up on that one. I don't think we'll be able to do that one. Or even find the episodes to watch. Oh, yes, French Fields. I think that was that 90s or was that still 80s? Yeah, I never watched
it. Was 80s. Because I remember, Victoria Wood would always talk about Fresh Fields, because it would have been 80s with Julie McKenzie, wasn't it? Yeah, I think she was in it. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that. Wasn't it? It's only Sonia, also in French Fields. As soon as she didn't move to France with them. Oh, Mike said no, she didn't. There you go.
Okay.
Cash in the attic. That would take a lot of time. It's hard to, even when it's on now, I don't know if it's a repeat or not. Oh, did Ryder? What about me? Ever see the BBC drama Firstborn with Charles Dance and the half human, half ape human hybrid? Saw that back in '98, and the BBC showed it on the Screen One presentation. I'll let you answer that. I'll be back.
Oh man, Dr. Impossible. I have never heard of that. That is news to me. Firstborn with Charles Dance, half human, half ape hybrid. 1988. I mean, by 88, I would have been 6 or 7. So no, unfortunately I've never heard of that. So I'm gonna have to go on YouTube, try and find it, and see if there's any information or any footage of it. But Charles Dance, sign me up. I'll have to have a look at that. But I've never heard of that one, unfortunately. You seem to know quite a few shows here, Dr. Impossible. There's a lot that we know a lot, but you know even more than I ever have done. You mentioned so many films and so many shows that I've never even heard of. So there's a lot for me to discover. So hopefully he'll be back very shortly. But BBC showed it as a Screen One presentation. Yeah. What was what do you mean by Screen One presentation? What does that mean? Because unless it was like some sort of presentation.
Teaching. Good lashings is what kids need, 80s style. Find out who the Stig is. Well, there's been 4 or 5 Stigs, isn't there? I've met one of them. He used to do a lot of stunt work. He did, what was it? Spectre and Fast and Furious 6.
I know there was at least two guys that were the Stig, and one or two might have dressed up as him for certain occasions, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the one I met was the one that was on the Tom Cruise episode. That
Okay.
era. Chimera. I was wondering if someone was going to mention Chimera. Yep.
Mhm.
That's another one that's well, like it says, things that change into things.
Ah.
Evening Jay. Firstborn. I remember Chimera. There you go. Maybe they were the same show with a different name.
Mhm.
Hey, Fifth, everyone's helping. Ricky is headed for EastEnders next. he is that level of acting, so yes. He's got to do the Bill and Casualty first before he gets up to the dizzying heights of EastEnders. Oh, screen one was a strand of dramas on the Beebs.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, I probably wouldn't have seen that being 6 years old, 7 years old at that time. I would have been in bed by that point. So yeah,
Dramas.
Yeah,
They're for girls.
it's really boring. It's too much acting.
Just people talking.
Exactly.
No one shot anyone.
Yeah.
Yep. There's what's his name? It's Mike and Dave is here today. So
Hey.
yeah, I think are you two live later or are you cancel it again? As Mike is prone to. I thought Screen One also did Ghost Watch.
Okay, yeah.
They did. There we go.
Right. Okay.
Right. Oh, we got episode. Where do I get to? High Stakes, episode 5, November 4th, 1983. When done that. On horse trainer. Episode 6 was Scrimshaw in December 3rd, 1983. Whilst at the beach, Jonathan and the others discover a scrimshaw, which is a walrus tusk with carvings on it in the clutches of a skeleton. They begin investigating at a local bar where they encounter someone who has been looking for it their whole life.
Right.
Yet it was just lying on a beach with a skeleton. The episode includes a new transformation sequence in which Jonathan turns into a snake.
Yeah.
So got Mino Pelus and Keenan Wynn as Sea Dog Morgan. It wasn't a bad one because it's like, yeah, they've had this tusk. It's got a map. It's got drawings on it in sections, and it leads to a part of the island where the treasure is buried.
Okay. Yeah, that was one I didn't get around to because of the episode appearing. So yeah, I didn't get to that one.
But it was pretty good because the treasure turns out to be on this desert. It seems to be on full view, so there's all the gold and trinkets and on the beach, on the sands, but it's sinking sand, so the bad guy gets sucked in at the end because he won't give up the treasure.
Oh, okay.
So Last Crusade stole that. Simon tries to help him.
Too late.
Oh, it's tomorrow night. There you go. I thought it was tonight for some reason. What's the scowl you're giving me in the picture? It's not helping me. It's very threatening from a scouter. Hey, Bob. I only seen a few episodes of the show, so I know Manimal. Oh, hang on. I need something.
Manimal about Manimal.
Yeah. I think that deserves a golf clap. Yes.
Golf clap? Golf clap.
There we go.
The BBC made a drama TV sci-fi series called Nightmare Man, directed by Douglas Camfield, who did some of the best Doctor Who's. That was one atmospheric series. Where are these series now? You keep mentioning because they must have been in bed when they came on.
Well, they're not an iPlayer, I can tell you that. So
yeah,
they're not diverse.
Never bothered with Manimal. Well, wasn't a horror film, I guess. There you go. Oh, you want some Mater's Ball? And then this one's
I just would like to say to all of you, kiss my ass, you rotten.
There's going to be a lot of those because I can't get enough of those. Right.
It's about time.
Oh, and then,
it's about time you had buttons on here so you can push them for certain.
Yeah. Trouble is, I got no shortcuts. I can't do them quick. I have to go through all the settings to find them and scroll down.
Okay.
There you go. He loves it.
Okay.
Right. Number 7.
Yeah.
Breath of the Dragon. Oh, this was a good one. Jonathan, Brooke, and Timer stop a criminal who extorts money from businesses in Chinatown while posing as a superstitious icon, the Dragon. So that's the George Kung as the Dragon, and James Hong as Grandfather Tan, of course.
There you go.
But this is a special one. So it ends up with a martial arts tournament with Corkindale and George to fight out of. If he defeats him, the dragon has to go away because he's supposed to be undefeatable.
Okay.
So Simon Corkindale's only got 8 hours to learn all the martial arts of. He is a martial artist to begin with, but to defeat the dragon, who's a pro, he's got to learn all the animal moves, like the snake and all this, and the tiger. So he's watched, but he's not watching. He gets a load of videos in that are tapes of animals moving, so he can do the movements. He says because he says he can't defeat him as an animal, so he has to learn the techniques of an animal to beat him.
Do you know what? That just sounds worth it just to buy the DVD just for that one episode from the
It does. It's definitely worth it just for him to say, no, I must defeat him as a man. I will just spend the next 8 hours learning the moves of animals.
That's a good sales pitch, that one.
There's spoilers. He wins.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
There you go. Nightmare Man is on DVD. Right, I'll have to check this out.
Yeah.
I only remember him turning into a panther and a bear. What else did he turn into? Well, it was parrot, cat, horse, snake, and hawk.
Yeah.
Bull, bear, dolphin. I don't remember any of these, but they were on the Wikipedia, so I think it might have been lying.
There you
go. But yeah, there's nothing special about that episode apart from how awesome it is. He turned into a doctor for Casualty. That's it. It wasn't Casualty, or was it Publicity?
The same hospital.
Yeah. You can turn into any animal to do an operation on you. Yeah. It would have been amazing if you could change into huge dragons. That would have solved it. Yeah. Well, that's where we get to the next episode.
Yeah.
Where he did you ever see Jan Michael Vincent in White Line Fever?
No, I didn't know.
Oh.
But I do have
Are you changing into something?
Here he is.
Manimal's here.
Manimal is here.
He doesn't look pleased to be here.
Dr. Jonathan Chase in person.
We get to interview him. Now, where are your clothes, sir?
Yeah. So for the first time ever on one of these live streams, we've got the lead character in person. Did you ever think you'd see the day? You think you ever see the day?
I think that's more the Bodmin Beast than it is the Manimal.
Yeah.
Just put it on some grass with nothing in the background and take a picture of it and say it's a panther roaming London.
No, you don't care, do you?
No, he's not interested.
I want to see you. Yeah.
He turned into a cheetah. There you go. Lowering the tone.
Yeah. Oh, you still want to hang around, do you? You still want to hang around?
Yeah, okay. You still want to be here. Now there's fusses. I am, and I watched the show when it aired. Yeah. I guess it was a year before I watched it then.
Yeah.
Animals for all. Yeah.
Of course he's
would have been better if you'd have fell off the desk and then
yeah.
The old, and then we get to the final episode, Night of the Beast. Now this one, after a well-deserved vacation, of course it is, Jonathan Timebrook get involved in a thwart an attempt by a syndicate boss to illegally take over the town of Birch Hollow in order to legalize gambling and build a large casino. So this has got Robert Englund as a thug.
Ah, okay.
This is the one he pops up into, just barely in it sort of role. But it's a very odd one. This is where he turns up to town, the car breaks down, so they have to stay in the town, and they get picked up by some locals who tell them the story of the gold bear or something that used to roam the lands, that owned the land, and one day it'll come back and take away the nasty developers. Right. So you get what's going on, do you?
Yes.
So yeah, then they stay at the hotel, but the hotel's been fully booked out by the syndicate, and then they have to use They use their police badges to say yes, we must stay here. And of course, they overhear what's going on, and he gets so Corkindale gets kidnapped by a woman who thinks he's one of the head syndicate guys.
Yeah.
So she keeps him in a box at her house, but then the real syndicate guys come up, trash the place, so he has to change into the bear to get out of the box, and you have seen to believe it.
Okay. Well, it sounds like that the 2 episodes that I did miss, they sound like the best ones.
Yes, actually, you have them. But yeah, it was obviously peaking, and then it got cancelled. So there's no details on anything about what future episodes would have been, because they must have had written episodes up to 20 something. But yeah,
I would have presumed so. I mean, like, considering once the show gets commissioned, they're obviously going to write as many scripts as possible to have 20 plus available. So, but in terms of like finding out what other scripts were going to be made, there's no information about it anywhere.
Yeah.
I did look, but
there was nothing. It doesn't say where it's going, because that was December 17th, 1983. So I guess it halted for Christmas holidays.
Yeah,
and then just never came back.
No.
So we don't even know they filmed it. Anything else?
No.
Hey, Larry's here. He barely remembers Manimal. Yeah, only 8 episodes. Doesn't get shown much. Only 1 DVD release in each country.
Yep.
So the syndicate, yes, the mafia, yeah, pretty much. Next week is Man from Atlantis. That's a show and a half. I haven't seen that for a while, because I remember him. Who's the guy who was Bobby from Dallas?
Oh, Patrick Duffy.
Yeah, so he played the Man from Atlantis. I used to love that show, but I can't remember a damn thing about it apart from he was a good swimmer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the 70s one. Screen One presentation was a BBC season of dramas made by the BBC, a bit like Play for today. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Makes sense. Like Kit and Car, they needed an episode where a baddie also knew the secret African mystery of animal transformations. Yes. Who would play the bad guy?
Yeah,
well, yes, we've already used Richard Lynch.
We have a vision.
Oh, we're getting interruptions already. We got
we got the cats and we got the kids.
Yeah.
Do you know Manimal?
What?
Manimal. It's about a man that can change from human to panther. You gonna watch it?
No.
Lost on the modern audience.
There's no.
Come on, no one wants to see you. Whatever that is.
No, the thing, the chicken as well.
Oh, the chicken as well, mate.
The chicken.
Hours of fun, it. So I'm going to sell you a Nintendo Switch if you're going to play with those. Yes. But there we go. That is, Manimal. 8 shows and a lasting legacy if you've got the annual.
But yeah, there should have been at least the baddie Manimal, and we could have had a Wizard's Duel style. That would have been amazing. Yeah. Possibilities are endless.
Imagine the budget for 2 animals.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been affordable.
You could do it now quite easily. Just he changes it into a mouse, the other one changes into a rat, then it changes into a cat, and then into a dog, and trying to outdo each other.
Oh, that would have been great.
Then it ends up with dinosaurs. Plenty of ideas, like
what could
him
have
being
been
stuck in an animal form or something for some reason. But never mind.
No.
And it's been 25 years since that Nightman episode. So
yes, it would have been. Yeah, that was mid-90s, 96, 97.
Yeah, and then that is it for Manimal. Although those that saw it fondly remember it.
Yeah.
So that'll do for tonight, unless you've got more information.
We've pretty much covered everything that there is available in terms of anything on the internet, regardless if it's Wikipedia or IMDb or Reddit. Just it's, we had this problem with Blue Thunder. When there's literally no information out there regarding anything, it's really hard to try and piece it all together. And this is like another example of it. Like this, I mean, I'm sure on the DVD, I'm sure Glenn Larson talks about a lot more stuff openly, but like I said, I haven't seen it, so I might have to check it out and learn a bit more about it.
Might
get on the shelf.
Watch. Yeah. Certainly does his place in there.
Of course, yeah.
Back then, 2 Manimals on screen would have bankrupted the network. It would.
It would have,
Yeah.
yes. It would have
Trying to
bankrupted
keep 2
Fox, yeah.
panthers away from each other. Someone would.
Yeah.
See, turn him into a Black Widow and bite him dead.
Oh, yeah.
Because he gets the claws and stuff. So does he get the venoms from? Because when
Yeah,
it turns into a cobra, because they're usually the snakes of choice, aren't they, in these films?
Yes. Oh, man.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right. So let's wrap this up. Unless you can think of what you want to do next time.
Well, you want to still stick with the 80s? Yeah. Well,
unless you've got a good one.
Well, like I said, in terms of like the stuff I've still got on the shelf, we've still got MacGyver, we've still got Miami Vice, or if you want to do, or unless you want to do any 80s cartoons, I mean that could be another thing. But you said you wanted to save that separate for.
Yeah, I'll do that separate, so we can do that.
Okay. I mean, we could do Vice, Miami Vice. We could do that. We haven't done that one yet.
Sold. I do like the cars.
Yes. And I've seen the whole series, so I will watch the first one, watch the last episode as well, get refreshed on a few things. So yeah, we could do Vice. Yeah.
All right, Vice.
We'll do Vice.
And then Larry votes for MacGyver, so he's outvoted. MacGyver. MacGyver. Manimal is great fun. Yes. Tell your friends to buy the DVD so the future generations won't think we abandoned it. Yeah, it does make us sound like seeing old men describing Manimal.
Yeah,
Stargate SG-1.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I did have that problem with Street Hawk. I would say, do you remember Street Hawk? No, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, was it real? Did it actually exist? Oh, it was real.
Oh, I've got invited. I think so. Depends. We'll see. I think I'm on at 9, but we'll see.
Okay.
So yes, Miami Vice for next time. That's good fun.
Cool.
All right.
Excellent.
Thanks again, everyone, and we'll say good night. Oh, you're waving.